little sad news with the Terry-mobile. We's burping coolant. He's having an issue with it just spewing out everywhere. I mean, it's just projectile, like freaking gushing out of there. And took thermostat out, still doing it and everything. I pulled the dipstick to find this little bit of sadness. I'll have to get you to hold this while yeah, there it is. You see that milky substance right there? It's not a good day. The camera's not focusing at all, I'm sorry, but that's where we're at on this.
Go find another motor.
Find another motor.
At least the bottom end.
When we take it apart, we'll check the head gaskets or whatnot, but we're sure we torqued them in the right orientation. Everything is good. The heads has been checked, so
yeah, the heads is fresh from the machine.
yeah, possibly a cracked coolant passage or blockage in the engine. Cracked coolant passage probably with the milk in there. All right, we'll update you later on this. The Camaro's been broke for 2 hours, and he's already found a motor we're going to get. What better vehicle to take to go get an LS than the LS S10? Be there in a minute. What are you doing?
Unfortunately, getting this motor ready to go to the machine shop.
He's got a 4.8 he's going to build.
We still haven't told him about why we got this thing.
No, I got a video. I haven't. Well, it's going to go in together. This is a 4.8 for the Camaro. If you don't get it from the other clips I'll put in here, or if I even put them in here. So his Camaro decided to be a volcano, and it's pushing air straight out the radiator, and it's making some chocolate milk in the oil. It's pretty good. So we're guessing it's going to be a cracked water jacket or coolant passage. Still haven't took it out of the car and taken it apart yet to actually determine what it is, but it is leaking coolant out around the alternator too, so it could be this little fella right here on the motor, but we'll have to see. But right now he's just destroying the 4.8.
It's half put together.
It's half put together. Get you in here on these bearings. I mean, he didn't pay nothing for this motor at all, so not saying we got ripped off it or anything like that, but look at these cam bearings doing what LS cam bearings do. They're shot. The cam really didn't look that bad.
No, the cam didn't, but those bearings
Ooh. Look at that long hallway of hole. But here she is. He's going to use the... plan is to use the 5.3 rotating assembly minus the pistons. If he has to bore it, he's going to go with the LS1 piston.
Yeah, if I can get away without boring it, we're just going to use these 4.8 pistons with my 5.3 rotating assembly.
Yep. Have all the compressions.
Hey.
So that's where we're at. That rear bearing is mint. Oh shit, you got shitted.
What?
You got shitted.
What, all the cylinders look alright?
There's no pistons in here.
Yeah, they're laying right. Yeah. Yeah.
The teardown has begun. Time to find what's mixing the chocolate milk in.
Here's a good video. Here's what the dipstick looks like after I pulled it out.
Ooh wee. Don't think with your dipstick like that, Jimmy. So, here we go. Pull it apart. Well, he's pulling it apart. I'm working on other shenanigans. They got everything up top disconnected. Yep. Now Aaron's fucking shit up. This ghetto bracket here. It was working. And he's got a table full of parts with chocolate milk mixture and a pretty sick go-kart start.
Yeah.
And a beached whale. 2 hours he took it apart. Him and Aaron took it apart.
Shit, I wasn't here about an hour.
Well, yeah. There it is. We'll roll it out of how.
Get some more.
Put a little juice on her. Bottom out clear on this side there on. Swing it. What's the swing? Fucking, they ain't doing anything like it's supposed to.
We got the 5.3 out of the car. We're gonna pull the heads off of it and see if we can get an idea of why the oil's mixing into, or the coolant's mixing into the oil. Well, the head gaskets are on the right way. Head gaskets were on the right way, so something else might be the issue. We'll have to do a little looking on it. It might have be cracked like we were thinking. I've made a huge mess. A big old messy mess. Big old messy mess.
Taking the good pan off that he needs and seeing what the bottom end looks like. Probably like great stuff foam like the rest of the engine. More great stuff foam. What kind of oil did you use, bud?
It's O'Reilly's oil. It was just the oil to start it on.
I feel like you used great stuff.
I know.
Good night.
No, it was just... Had O'Reilly's oil on it.
Well, that happens. Alrighty, the 5.3 is disassembled. That's going to be it for this portion. It's what happens when you buy a $130 5.3 with the engine stand.
Yep, you buy cheap motors, you get this result.
Yep, so I mean, it's got a coolant passage that's cracked in it, water jacket or something or another. The head gaskets was fine. We found nothing out of the ordinary besides the milkshake in the yard.
Yep.
So 4.8.
It's up there in pieces.
It's up there in the engine hole in pieces. We'll decide on its fate. We've talked to the engine guy, so
we're gonna take that block and get the block checked out and get it put up for a backup motor, and we're gonna try to find us a nicer motor, one with a warranty, hopefully.
Warranty. So yeah, it'll be a little bit spicier than what he's had here or whatnot. The motor run good. I guess we could have done a compression check to test stuff, but I don't think that was going to show anything. But the motor run good. It was just the mixture that was the issue.
Yeah, the pistons and rods and the crank are fine.
Yeah, the cam looked just like when we put that cam in there out of my motor. So
there has to be a crack in this block somewhere.
It's just mixing stuff up. But that's gonna be it. His 4/8's up here, disassembled with everything too. Cranking the 4/8 looked a lot better as far as the rust or whatnot. That shows you how quick that mixture hurt the motor inside of it. Heads, he may have port and polished later on, something like that. But
the good thing is all the stuff that I bought for this 5.3 is still usable.
Yeah.
For the oil pump, I don't feel like chancing that.
Yeah, the oil pump's gonna be a throwaway part, but everything else is just bolt-on stuff, oil pan, the intakes, one of his bigger purchases or whatnot. No problem. It's going to go on the other engine no matter what that engine is. So that's going to be it for this go-around. Thank you. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell your mom and them about us.